Part 7, Comparing and Order. You will find this on page 71 in the Namibian Mathematics Grade 8 textbook, Y equals mx plus c to success. We compare and order integers and fractions to find out if they are equal, greater or less than each other. Equal, greater or less. Numbers have an order or arrangement. The number 12 is between 11 and 13. 3 or more numbers can be placed in order. A number may come before the other numbers, or it may come between them or after them. The order can be ascending or descending. Ascending order. Numbers are said to be in ascending order when they are arranged from the smallest to the largest number. From the smallest to the largest. We always go from left to right. Descending order. Numbers are said to be in descending order when they are arranged from the largest to the smallest number. D for down. So from the largest to the smallest. Let's look at an example. Arrange the following numbers in ascending order. 4 to the power 3, 5 to the power 2, 2 to the power 5, and 3 to the power 4. First simplify all the numbers before you compare them. So work it out. 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. 5 times 5 is 25. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 32. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 is 81. Now, ascending order will be from the smallest to the biggest. So it's 25, 32, 64, 81. But don't write it in that format. Write it in the original format, the original numbers. So 25 was 5 to the power 2, followed by 32 was 2 to the power 5, 64 was 4 to the power 3, and 81 was 3 to the power 4. Write it in that order. Okay, let's look at an example. Arrange the following numbers in ascending order. Now, I want you to do this one. Stop the video, do it, and as soon as you are finished, you can continue with the video. Okay, this is try now 9. Okay, first let's work out the numbers. 4 times 4, that will be 16. And then it's just 5. 3 times 3 times 3, which was 3 to the power of 3, and that was equal to 27. And then 2 to the power of 3, which is equal to 2 times 2 times 2, and that was equal to 8. So if they are asking in ascending order, it's from the smallest to the biggest. Now, let's look. Which one was the smallest? 5. First, I'm going to write the workout values. So 5 followed by 8, followed by 16, followed by 27. Okay, but let's write it in the original format. So it was then 5, so therefore 5. Then it was 2 to the power of 3. Then it was 4 to the power of 2. Then it was 3 to the power of 3. And that's the final answer. Let's look at the next one. Example 10. Write these numbers in descending order. Okay. Descending order for down. So from the big one to the small one. Now, this is decimal numbers. Now, if you compare decimal numbers, it's very important to compare the same digit. So if you look at the unit, this is 44443. So this is the smallest number. Now what I like to do is, as soon as I identify a number, I like to scratch it. Otherwise, I re-look at that number. So let's look at the next 1, 2, 3, 4. So look at the unit position. So it's 444. It's not helping me. Look at the first decimal place position. 8, 7, 6, 9. Oh, it's telling me everything. So which one will be the biggest one? The biggest one will be this 9. So 4.98. Okay, so 4.98. Then will come 4.82. then will be 4.79, then will be 4.68, and then will follow the smallest. Okay, let's look at example 10. First do it, and as soon as you are finished, you can stop the video and you can look at the answer. Try now 10. Okay, I like to first write down all the numbers. So 0.863, then 0.861, then 0.86, then 0.8681, then 0.868. Okay, let's start comparing. First, let's look at the unit position. Okay, now it's all the same. It's telling me nothing. Now let's follow by the first decimal place. Oh, it's again all the same. Okay, let's go on. Let's look at the second decimal place. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. No, telling me nothing. Now we can look. Remember, let's just, if there's standing nothing after the 6, there stands a 0. Okay, so let's look at the next position, the third decimal place. There's a 3, there's a 1, there's a 0, and there is a 8 and a 8. So one of these two is the biggest. But remember, this one will follow by a 0. So this one is a 1. So this will be my biggest one. Okay, so let's write it down. So it will be, and it's in descending order, so it's down from the big one. So 0.8681. Then that one, 0.868. You don't have to write the 0. So that 2 is out. I like to scratch that. Okay, and now look, there's a 3 and there's a 1 and a 0. So definitely this one then, 0.863. And then the 1, 0.861. And then 0.86. And that will be in descending order. Okay, let's look at example 11. List these numbers in ascending order. Remember, ascending order. Okay, this is negative numbers also. So it's the best just to arrange it quickly on the number line, and then it's very easy to write it in ascending order from the smallest to the biggest. Okay, I think you can do this one for me. Try now 11. First draw a number line. It will help you. So let's look. Try now 11. Okay. I'm just going to make a rough number line, and it's just to help me to place the values. Okay. Now, if you look at this one, yeah, we're going to place it quickly here. Let's start with, okay, let's call this, it's just to help us. There is, yeah, okay, we can put, let's make that 0. So if we want to write 50, let's write 50 there. Minus 22. Minus 13. 1. 14. Negative 7. I'm just going to put it on top. Negative 7 and negative 45. And now I look, it's ascending order. So it's from the smallest to the biggest one. Now if I must arrange that, the smallest will be, let's just get our pen correct. So negative 45, followed by negative 22, followed by negative 13, followed by negative 7, then 0, then 1, then 14, then 50. And that's very easy with a number line. Let's look at the final one. Arrange the following fractions in descending order. Now again, some is vulgar, some is decimal. You cannot compare them. First, take all the fractions to decimal fractions. Then you can compare it like we did a previous one. So basically, I'm just taking it. I'm just comparing the positions. And then first arrange the decimals. But remember to end with your final format and arrange it like that. Okay. Do you see? So in this case, try now 12. Again, stop the video And as soon as you are finished, you can continue with the video. So do for me, try now 12. I'm just going to move up a little bit to help us with space. Okay. Now, first write down, use your calculator, but you know this is 0.333 and it's going on. At least make 4 digits. And then it was 0.3. And if there's nothing, it follows by zeros, remember. And then it was 0.32. Remember, you can follow it by zeros. And then, okay, we have to work out this one, 17 over 50. So you can press it on the calculator. But you can also see, to make it 100, it's just times 2, but that will be equal to 0.34. And then the final one is 31 over 100. And that will be 0.31. Okay, now let's start comparing the ones. So this is a 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Tells me nothing. Let's go to the next one. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. All the same. Remember, it's in ascending order. So the smallest one first. Okay, then a 3, then a 0, then a 2, then a 4, then a 1. This is going to help me a lot. So basically, I can now see first will be the 0. So it's 0.3. So scratch it. As soon as you write it down, I prefer to scratch it. Then will be this one. We can already write the original form. It's standing there. So it will be 31 over 100. Scratch it. Okay. Let's look. There's a 4. There is a 2. We're first going to write the 2. So it's 0.32. Scratch it. I just want to write this 2 better. Okay. And then it will be 3, the freeze, which is the original one, is a third. Okay. And then the last one, okay, there, I scratch it. And the last one will be the 17 over 50. And now it's arranged in ascending order.